Let's see, I went to the motherfucking Cheesecake Factory, and so I probably ate 975 fucking calories. Carry the one and shit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my fitness pal does that for me and tells me whether or not I'm fucking up. Let's see here. Oh, shit, I don't know how many fucking calories was in that fucking salad dressing. Uh, oh, some asshole typed it into my fitness pal. Must be right. So I need to exercise for 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready. Welcome to a motherfucking daily vlog. I have to make this one quick, so it's not going to be edited or anything. So this morning, I was, drinking my coffee and TV was on, and I don't know why I do this because it tends to trigger me really early in the day. But of course, the Today Show, I believe it was, they run this little how to be healthy shit. And you know me, I'm watching. And I'm like, are they really telling you how to be healthy? Or are they just sucking off corporate food industry? And today was, we're gonna fucking, make you take it in the ass from the food industry by telling you the same calories in, calories out, pound the fuckmaster bullshit to lose weight before the fucking holidays. It was a special on, they're having a little weight loss competition amongst them, like Biggest Loser style, only with people that aren't quite as fat. And, they're doing it, exercise, and they're quizzing. They're like, one of the things, for example, was they were asking questions. How long do you have to walk for to burn off 4 fucking cookies? And I already know the answer to that. It's a long fucking walk. You need to do the 8 to 10 mile hike to get those cookies, depending on how much sugar there are, and most cookies have a lot more sugar than they really need. And even then, you're not really undoing the damage, because when you ate the cookies in the first place, you made some fucked up fat that, because you're still eating regularly, you're not even going to have access to, because you're going to burn off your glycogen first. When you consume fructose, it goes straight to fat. And you're usually doing so when you're not glycogen depleted, so it's all going straight to fat. Very little fructose makes it to glycogen. You have to be pretty fucking depleted, as in you have to have pounded the fuckmaster for a good 2 to 3 hours before you even ate the motherfucker. And then maybe, depending on how much you overload the system, some of that gets to glycogen. But when you pound the shit out of it, your liver's in overload mode. And when it gets to that point, you're making more bad fat and increasing your insulin resistance. And you're not even addressing the hormonal issue when you're doing this. That's the flaw with calories in, calories out, is it just ignores all of your hunger hormones, all of your, fat storage hormone, insulin. It ignores glucagon. It ignores fucking ghrelin. It ignores leptin. Your brain can't even see leptin when your insulin's high. And it's fucking ridiculous that they're still on mainstream media. Do not get your fucking health information from mainstream fucking media. They are not trying to make you healthy. They're keeping the diet and fitness industries happy. They're keeping the food industry happy by not pointing a finger at the fact that the sugar is what's fucking killing you in the first place. That no matter how many fuckmasters you pound, you are going to get sick and fucking die when you are older, unless you roll the dice genetically and somehow come out on top. Which, if you look around you, how many people are winning that fucking game, That's like when you're sitting in the goddamn fucking casino and you're looking around at all the other people on slot machines, and that little old lady that's been in there for 10 months finally wins $3,000, and you're like, holy fuck, I better keep fucking playing. Holy shit, I'm gonna fucking do that too. But you don't. You end up fucking throwing all your goddamn income in there, and, you know, your wife or husband leaves you and you're fucking out on the street and you can't pay your fucking bills and you run up your fucking credit. You see where I'm going with this? That's a nice little bit too far metaphor that I just fucking did there. But you've got to stop with the counting calories. Counting carbs, if you got to count some shit, if you got to be there on your fucking MyFitnessPal and it makes you feel good and whatever, ignore the calories. Focus on your macros. Know which macro is going to affect you in which way, because they all do something a little different in your body. How much insulin gets triggered, what the insulin does. Protein, it's going to shunt amino acids into your muscles and help you grow muscle. And then whatever's left over will get converted to glycogen and stored. Fat, very low insulin response. A slight one, but not enough to really fuck you. And that's so that it can store your fatty acids and the breakdown glycerol and store that in your fat cells. Carbs. The glucose part of sugar is going to be utilized to feed all your cells in your body, and then whatever's left over from that, pending whatever activity you happen to be doing at the time, is going to be stored as glycogen. This is the glucose part. We'll get to fructose in a minute. Glucose is going to be stored as glycogen in your muscles, in your liver, until it's full. And then the glucose will be converted to fat. Fructose is going to go straight to your motherfucking liver. It's going to overload it. It's going to create 5 to 6 times as much fat as glucose-based carbs do. It is going to overwhelm your liver so that your liver has to bust its ass. And while it's dealing with all these other macronutrients at the same time, guess what? It's going to be forced to put that fructose into de novo lipogenesis and create bad fat, also creating fucking insulin resistance in your liver and clogging your fucking arteries, building up your fatty liver. And this all happens no matter how many fucking hours you spend in the fucking gym trying to fix it. And it's the root of the problem, and it's why you're going to regain the weight when you stop pounding the fuckmaster for 3 or 4 months. Sometimes a lot quicker, depending on how much of a pounder you are. So, you just gotta fucking keep this in mind. Stop with the calorie counting. It's dead. It's a dead issue. We've done it for 40 years, and we're fatter than we've ever been. You know? We try and do it, and we fall off the wagon. A lot. And you know, when you fall off the wagon, it's really not your fault. It's hormonally driven. If you're in a constant fucking calorie deficit and you're going to the gym and pounding the fuckmaster, what do you think is going to happen hormonally? You're going to be fucking hungry all the time. And your willpower isn't going to outlast that hunger, because sooner or later you're going to cave. And you're going to eat that double fucking latte with the fucking 10 grams of fucking 20 grams of fucking sugar per serving in it. And you're going to fucking go nuts. And you're going to instantly start regaining the weight that you worked your ass off in the gym, counting your fucking calories on my motherfucking MyFitnessPal to lose. So this is all proven shit. And I still get arguments here on the channel, want to retread this calories in, calories out. That is not how your body works. Your body is designed to take care of its own energy balance without you having to fucking think about it. And the root of the problem is we're eating bad foods that are fucking that whole apostat up. We're over consuming healthy carbs. I would contend we do not need as many carbs. Even if you don't go keto, you still do not need 400 or 500 grams of fucking carbohydrate a day. 50% of your fucking diet should not be carbs. The max you should get to, in my opinion, is 20 to 30% carbs. Moderation, motherfucker. And then fat should be the most consumed one because it's what we're made to metabolize most efficiently with moderate levels of protein, 20%. That's your macro breakdown. Max 30% carbs. That's like the Mediterranean diet. There's lots of fruit and shit in that. There you go. So if you don't want to go full keto, maybe the Mediterranean diet based heavily on keto with fat, plenty of fat, healthy fat, not that vegetable oil shit that McDonald's dips your goddamn fries in, and moderate protein. That's all you need. Then you can pound the shit out of the fuckmaster, eat your ass normally, and if you're not already metabolically fucked, you won't get fat. If you're already metabolically fucked, you gotta tip the scale the other way. Go full on keto for a while. Do a lot of extra fasting to burn off your own fat, to get access to your own fat. But this calories in, calories out ignores the glycogen storage. Ooh, I'm burning off the shit from the fucking, okay, I burn off 400 calories from that cookie, from your glycogen, not your fat ass, the glycogen. And then you go home and you eat dinner, and guess what you're doing? Because you're eating carbs. You're refilling your fucking glycogen. You never touch your fat. That's the point. That's why what I've been talking about works so well, is it gives us access to our fat. Even if you're on the standard American diet, you can still go in and start burning off some of the fat. It's going to burn off all your visceral fat first, because you're so busy replenishing the liver fat and or not visceral fat, sorry, your subcutaneous fat. This is what happens when I don't edit. Your subcutaneous fat, the fat under your skin, that's going to go first. The visceral fat's going to stick around as long as you're eating the bad sugars, the bad carbs, and the bad vegetable oils. You're going to have inflammation. You're going to still have the bulbous roundness going on. And when you have the bulbous roundness going on, you still have the problem. So, I got triggered. I got triggered this morning. I shouldn't even watch the fucking news at all anymore, because everything on there just fucking triggers me when they talk about health and the things that we're supposed to be doing, because there is so much better information out there, and they're not going to pimp out any of it. We have to go and find it ourselves. Find it yourself. Get out there. Search. Find. Share. When you find this shit and you try it and it works for you, share it with all your friends on Facebook. You know all those shitty articles people are posting all the time? Well, start countering that with some real shit. Don't share my shit. Share scientific shit. Look at that. I'm a YouTuber telling you not to share my videos with your friends. Yeah, tell them about it. Say, hey, this guy's pretty funny and he talks about a lot of this shit. But I would rather they went out and found the scientists and doctors who are doing the research and the science and the clinical trials of these types of things, and observe for themselves story after story of motherfuckers losing weight. And some of them are going to the gym. And I'm not saying don't go to the gym. That's a whole other ball game. That's a fitness, stamina, health, feel good. It's good for you in moderation, not overdoing it, not fucking 10 hours a week. I'd contend maybe a half hour 3 times a week would be plenty. That's just my opinion. But there are some people who they want to be endurance athletes or they want to be bodybuilders, in which case you have to go a lot more and you have to really lock in your diet to A, not make shit tons of fat, and B, build shit tons of muscle, and to healthily recover from the times when you're breaking down things, which is what you're doing when you're exercising. But the days of fucking counting calories should be over with, in my opinion. Because I haven't counted calories in a year and a half, and I've hit my goal. I count my carbs for the most part, sometimes very loosely. I loosely overestimate on a regular basis, and it fucking works. Keep an eye on your tape measure around the areas of fat that you're holding on to, and watch if they're shrinking. And if they're not shrinking, you're fucking up. It's really that simple. And you're not fucking up calorically. You're probably fucking up with what you're eating. with the kind of food you're eating. Be more concerned with the kinds of foods you put in your body than you are with the caloric density. Because you can't overeat fat and protein. Your body is going to trigger all the satiety hormones because your insulin is lower, a lot lower when you are doing that. Sugar doesn't trigger any of that shit. You are still hungry if you drink a fucking 250 calorie soda. You're still going to be hungry, and you're going to be thirsty because they put salt in that motherfucker. That's what the sugar's for, is to cover up the motherfucking salt. It's designed to taste good, addict you, and make you fucking thirsty so you drink fucking more of it. It's a vicious cycle. So, that's it. I got a little triggered. Sorry. Let me calm down. Alright. I'm much better. So, this is just a motherfucking vlog today, so I didn't edit it, didn't put any credits on it, no fucking music and shit. Doing a patron-only live stream on patreon.com. You can, the link should maybe be in the description to this video. And if you go over there and sign up, you'll get access to the live stream. Tomorrow, $1 a month is all is required. I try and stream to everybody. A couple of the higher tiers, when they want, can have their own. But for the most part, I'll be doing that. But if you don't want to participate in the live chat or anything, and you just want to see it, it will eventually end up here on YouTube for all to consume. So that's what's going on tomorrow. It's a busy fucking week for me. I literally had to crank this fucking out without any, bells and whistles. So, enjoy. Please. Oh, I almost forgot. Even though I was really passionate right now. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. And you can watch some Dr. Lustig. He goes over this in a more recent talk that he did on YouTube, where he talks about if you're still doing math, he wants to fucking, slap you around and say, wake the fuck up. I'm not the only one saying this shit. There's people a lot more educated than me that are saying this shit. And they aren't on fucking Today Show and CNN and Fox Health and all of this other, crap. Get off that shit. Stop reading the blogs all the time and start following actual science and how your body works. But remember, I'm not a motherfucking expert. I'm just a motherfucking asshole. Have a nice motherfucking day and shit. See, I'm not even going to cut out me turning off the camera. I'm just going to fucking